We're back. We've
Okay.
checked our notes and we're ready to talk.
Okay, February 7th,
February 7th.
right? So we get up in the morning, have a bit of an introduction, and then we get on a public bus.
Right. Oh, we're joining up with the OAT group.
Oh, that's right.
So this is our first day with our tour, and we've got our new tour leader, who turns out to be quite a character.
Yes.
And we get these little bus passes, and we go off and we climb on a public bus and go out to an area called Mission Bay, and we have lunch out there.
Right.
Um,
Mostly because the people who did the pre-trip in Australia got held up by a late flight, and they didn't get to sleep until 5:30 in the morning. So
yeah, they were tired.
they were tired.
Anyways, so we had a very nice lunch. Can't remember the name of the restaurant, but I had this Korean fried chicken with furikake sauce, and you had
A Thai beef salad.
yeah, that was good too. I really liked that.
Yeah, I
It
gave
was
you part of
cooked
that.
just right.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went over to a Maori Marae, Marae. It was it's a community. It's a Maori community, and this is on a headland out at Mission Bay that looks back at Auckland itself, and it's an important site because there'd been this continuous land grab against the Maoris, and they finally stood their ground there. When was it? Like in the 1970s or 80s?
Yeah, late 70s, I think.
And it was, their stand was broken up by the police and the military, but
Was the prime minister wanted to have a development on this hill that overlooks Auckland and put expensive homes on it and have a development, and he told the Maoris that they needed to leave, and they ended up using nonviolent protest and put up tents and refused to leave. And pretty soon, he said they had, I don't know how many thousands of people, and not just Maoris, but white New Zealanders stood up with the Maoris. How do you say their name? Maori. Maori stood up with the Maori and camped out with them. So they were able to stop it, but not before there was a confrontation with the police, and it was all nonviolent on the protesters' part, but the police arrested people. Government sent in police, but it ended up staying in Maori hands.
Right. And they also have a monument out there to a prime minister, last name Savage, who was a Labor prime minister, and he was one of the first to really advocate for the rights of the Maori, and so he's well respected by the tribe. Anyways, we had this guide who was the son of the chief of the Marae, and he told us tales and stories, and one of the things he pointed out to this volcanic island that you could go ahead and hold your fist up and look out at it, and the volcanoes on the island, you traced your knuckles.
Yeah, the contour of your knuckles. Yeah.
So he said he's traveled all over the world, and he's found that wherever he goes now, he can hold out his fist and look and remember home. And he teaches that to the young people. The Maori have been working hard to try to get their young people back interested into their culture. Anyways, it was a very very nice and moving trip.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have more exposure to Maori down here in Rotorua.
Mm-hmm.
But we climbed down off of that hill, and it turns out that they had changed the public bus schedule because of road repairs from the flooding in Auckland, and there wasn't going to be a public bus picking us up. And so we're kind of walking along the road, and
Supposedly trying to walk to the next bus stop, wherever that's going to be. It's
Right.
not closed and it's hot.
and we got some old people,
Yeah.
even older than us,
People older than us.
and a bus stops, a bus that's out of service. The guy who's driving it isn't supposed to be picking up people. He looks at us and he invites us all on board and drives us back into the city to where we're going
On his own time.
on his own time. And just as an act of kindness and respect.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're really coming to like and anticipate here in New Zealand, is that people treat you well.
Mm-hmm.
And they treat you with respect, and they expect to be treated likewise.
Mm-hmm.
It's this concept of mana,
Mm-hmm.
of,
Right.
of respecting each other.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's lovely.
right.
It's really, really nice. You see it in evidence when you're shopping or,
So that was our day on the 7th.
Well,
Ta-ta.
bye.
Bye.
Love.
Love you.